I think you guys have seen Kevin's encounter where Gil became Vengeance Gil and killed everyone in Bubble Tucky, right? Well, here's another encounter. So, I was at home minding my own business until I heard the doorbell ring. The door? I questioned. If it has another lost episode, something's up. I went to the DVD package. The package was blue and had Molly on it. I opened it and saw that in there was a DVD of Bubble Guppies. Bubble Guppies? I thought. I haven't watched that show in years. The DVD cover had Molly in a pink background and at the top of her readout, Molly's best moments. The spine cover had the titles. The back of the DVD had pictures of Molly from the normal episodes with the episodes on top. It even had a never seen before episode with at the bottom a picture of Molly looking very upset with tears in her eyes holding a picture of her, Mr. Grouper, Bubble Puppy, Suoli, Gobi, Dima, Nonni and Gil. Here are all the episode in order. The Crayon Pre, Bubble Puppy, Build Me a Building, Ducks in a Row, The Grumpfish Special, Who's Gonna Play the Big Bad Wolf, The Moon Rocks, Fish Catball, We Totally Rock, Bubble Puppy Saurus, Robo Puppy, Taste Buddies, A Slow Day in Zippy City, See You Later, Alligator, Molly's Vengeance. I was puzzled and confused on how that episode was never before seen. Molly's Vengeance? King thought. Isn't Molly the leader of the Guppies who is nice and usually likes to sing? I was very curious, so I put the DVD in the PS4 and it started with the warning screen, but it was obviously like in Wubbsy's Vengeance. After the warning screen, it then showed the Nick Jr. frogs, but it was off. The sky was grey, it was raining. Junior was sad that his dad Nick passed away and the music that played in the background was Boadicea by Enya. Why, that is just sad. I stuttered. Pooh said that too. After that sad logo, it then showed the main menu. I pressed play all and the episode that played in order were The Crayon Pre, Bubble Puppy, Build Me a Building, Ducks in a Row, The Grumpfish Special, Who's Gonna Play the Big Bad Wolf, The Moon Rocks, Fish Catball, We Totally Rock, Bubble Puppy Saurus, Robo Puppy, Taste Buddies, A Slow Day in Zippy City, See You Later, Alligator. After all the episodes, a warning screen came up which took place in the water while text reading. Attention, we're putting the fun in the water on hold for now. This episode of Bubble Guppies was made back in January 24th, 2024 to promote the 13th anniversary of the series, but Nickelodeon tried to reject it, but it released anyway, and it was made by a former animator of Jam-Filled before getting fired for that idea. Also, it was made to let you know that Molly's show got robbed back in August 1st. 2024 thanks to Nick Jr. taking off the reruns. We might tell you that this episode might contain blood, gore, death and violence, so please watch at your own risk. Also, let's continue the fun in the water. That doesn't look good, I muttered. The episode began as usual with Molly saying it's time for. But then Gil has a funny moment to share and then he cheered. It's time for Bubble Guppies. The intro then started, but the ocean was black while the backgrounds were grey. No one noticed at some point. After the intro, the black wall opened to the title card. The title card read out Molly's Vengeance. It had bloodstains, and instead of the little fish reading the title as usual, a demonic voice read it out. Molly's Vengeance? Nina questioned. Nina then looked at the camera as she pointed at the title of the episode. Oh, I think you're right. The narrator from Pocoyo agreed. Why would that be a title for the episode? Then it showed the Bubble Guppies swimming to school. They greeted as usual as they continued swimming, but something was off. Molly wasn't there at all. Mr. Grouper then came in the background. Good morning, Mr. Grouper. The Guppies, except Molly, greeted. Well, good morning, everyone. Mr. Grouper greeted back. Mr. Grouper then looked at the black ocean. Guys, why's the ocean black? Gil asked. I don't know, Suoli answered. Yeah, me neither, Nonni agreed. Really? I thought you knew everything, Thema moaned. The Guppies, Bubble Puppy and Mr. Grouper then looked behind them and saw Molly, but she looked depressed like she didn't want to be here. Ah, Molly groaned. Why did I have to go? After she groaned that, she held up a picture of in the back cover of the DVD. Molly then picked up the picture and began to cry, but it sounded as if her voice actor, Cynthia DeGraff, looked very sad. Why did Nick Jr. and Nickelodeon have me taken away for cancelling my show for me and my friends? She sobbed. Just then, Gil, Suoli, Gobi, Dima, Nonni, Mr. Grouper and Bubble Puppy came into the shot and tried to reason with her. Molly, are you okay? Gil asked. No, I'm not okay, Molly cried. Why not? Suoli asked. Yeah, tell us. Bubble Puppy spoke in the voice of Scout the puppy from Leapfrog. We were shocked to hear Bubble Puppy speak. Mr. Grouper, Nonni, Dima, Suoli, Gobi and Gil gasped at what they saw. Molly stopped crying and gasped. Bubble Puppy? Gil gasped. We didn't know you can talk. Una mumbled. I can, Bubble Puppy said. I usually communicate by barking. But how? Because Nick Jr. ended my show back in June 30th, 2023 and robbed it back in August 1st, 2024. Molly sobbed. Just then, It cut to Hawkmoth Slayer. Hawkmoth, I questioned in confusion and shock. What in the world is he doing here? What's this? A guppy who is sad that Nick Jr. ended their show back in 2023 and robbed it back in August 1st, 2024? Hawkmoth asked. She's perfect for my Akuma. Just then, a butterfly flew to Hawkmoth's hands as he transformed it. Now fly away my little buddy, he said. And Evil Eyes Molly. It then cut back to Molly still sad until the Akuma entered the shot. Molly stopped crying and gasped. Who are you? Molly wondered. Calm down Guppy, Hawkmoth told Molly. I'm here to help you. You are? Molly questioned. Yes, Hawkmoth replied. I am Hawkmoth and you are now Mrs. Vengeance. Mrs. Vengeance? Pocoyo said to himself. You guys know that's the Akuma name for Inez in the alternate ending of Cyberdildos in the outfield from Cyberchus. Obviously, this is now different. It appears Nick Jr. ended your show back in June 30th, 2023 and robbed it back in August 1st, 2024, so that's why I came here. Hawkmoth said. As you get your revenge, I'll have you to find your way to Paris to retrieve the miraculouses within Ladybug and Cat Noir. Of course, Molly accepted. Molly got covered in red smoke which then she turned into an akumatized villain. Molly was now Mrs. Vengeance. She had a blue mask on, a pink superhero outfit with a thunder symbol on it, and she had a purple cape on. Molly, Jill gasped in terror. Is that you? I am no longer Molly. I am now Mrs. Vengeance. Molly spoke. Well, what are you going to do now? Bubble Puppy whimpered concerned. Shut up, Molly berated. I'm getting revenge on Nick Jr. for robbing my show. Afterwards, I deserve a 7th season. But before I do, I can do you first. After that, I'll do Gil, Zuoli, Nonni, Gobi, Una and Dima and then you Mr. Grouper. Yikes, Dima yelled. Molly? Una questioned. Are you okay? No questions, Molly said to Una. Prepare for your everythings. Oh, Jill gasped in horror. Molly then sliced Gil, Una, Bubble Puppy, Dima, Gobi, Nonni and Zuoli's heads off with a katana as they screamed in agony. Oh my gosh, Mr. Grouper yelled in horror. Molly, stop. But Mrs. Vengeance didn't say anything. She rammed up Mr. Grouper with a chainsaw. Mr. Grouper screamed in pain as he was being chainsawed. After taking down Bubble Ducky, it then showed Mrs. Vengeance killing some Nick Jr. shows. It then cut to Widget's workshop. Wubbzy was waiting for Widget to be done with her new invention. Just then Mrs. Vengeance teleported into the shot. Wow Molly, Wubbzy greeted. What are you doing here? I'm getting revenge on Nick Jr. for robbing our show, Mrs. Vengeance answered. What? Wubbzy gasped. Are you sure? Yes, Mrs. Vengeance replied. Now goodbye Yellow One. Oh, Wubbzy gasped. Wubbzy screamed in anguish as he was being sliced to death by Mrs. Vengeance. But Widget went into the shot and Mrs. Vengeance had to camouflage herself. Wubbzy, Widget called. Where are you? But then she gasped at what she saw. Her friend was dead, but she didn't cry about it. Wait, Widget said to herself. That's weird. I wonder may have caused the trouble in here. Just then Mrs. Vengeance startled Widget into the shot. Hi Widget, Mrs. Vengeance greeted. I'm here to get revenge on you for robbing my show. What? Widget gasped. Widget then screamed in agony as she was being killed by Mrs. Vengeance, which then after doing that, she killed all of Wuzzleberg. It then cut to Kylan's house. Kylan was minding her own business. Just then Mrs. Vengeance teleported into the shot. Neha Molly, Kylan greeted. Want to learn Chinese with me? Number. Mrs. Vengeance said to Kylan. I'm actually here to get some revenge on you for robbing my show. What? Kylan gasped. So did I as well. You can't do that, she said to Mrs. Vengeance. Too late. Mrs. Vengeance spoke back. Prepare to be out of this world, girl. Kylan and all of China screamed in anguish as they were being killed by Mrs. Vengeance, which that scene is very racist to the Chinese. It then cut to Peppa's house. Peppa was minding her own business. Just the Mrs. Vengeance teleported into the shot. Hello Molly, Peppa greeted. Want to play with us? Number. Mrs. Vengeance replied. I'm here for some revenge. What? Peppa gasped. You can't do that. Too late. Mrs. Vengeance inherited. Bye Rare Piggies. This was confusing and shocking to me. Who would call any bigger Rare Piggy? Peppa and all the others screamed in anguish as they were being killed. Then it showed Moose and Z having this little talk, but we were very surprised to hear Z speak. Just then Mrs. Vengeance teleported into the shot. Oh, hello there Mrs. Vengeance, Moose greeted. What are you here for? I'm here to get revenge on you, Mrs. Vengeance answered. What? Why would anyone get revenge on anyone? WHO cancels a show? Z spoke in the voice of Matt from Cyberchus. You can't do this to us. Too late, Mrs. Vengeance said to Z. Goodbye bitches. This was shocking to me. No one has ever swore in a kids show before. Moose and Z screamed in anguish as they were being killed. Not again. Two yelled in horror. SHE killed Moose and Z. It then cut to Lazy Town. Stephanie just got back from her trip. It's good to be back in Lazy Town, she spoke. Just then Mrs. Vengeance teleported in front of her, startling her. Who are you? Stephanie asked. And what are you even doing here? The name is Mrs. Vengeance. Mrs. Vengeance introduced herself. Stephanie was shocked after she did that, like she didn't know what else to do. That was shocking to us too. Just then Pablo made a reference from Pinky Dinky Doo. Now that's something you don't see every day, he said to himself. Stephanie tried to get to her uncle, but the door was locked. The doors, Stephanie gasped. They're locked. Uncle Melford. Uncle, let me in. Just then Mrs. Vengeance pointed her weapon at Stephanie. "She's gonna kill us," Stingy screamed. Suddenly, Sportacus zipped into the shot. "Nobody messes with Stephanie," Sportacus berated. "Not today." Mrs. Vengeance raged as she shot Sportacus using a machine gun. "Sportacus, no!" Trixie cried. Sportacus screamed in anguish as he was being shot, so much for Mrs. Vengeance's amusement. Poor Sportacus. X thought he was too strong to die. "Now bye-bye, Pink One," Molly told Stephanie. Mrs. Vengeance then killed Stephanie with a buzzsaw. Stephanie screamed in pain. She was being sawed. Poor Stephanie. I thought she was too pretty to die. Then Pixel, Ziggy, Stingy and Trixie were very upset that Mrs. Vengeance had killed their friend and Sportacus. But then something else shocked them. They just saw themselves dead, including Mayor Melford Meanswell and Bessie Busybody. Just then, Robbie Broughton walked into the shot as he saw what was happening. "What is going on here?" Robbie asked angrily. Mrs. Vengeance then turned to Robbie and got angry. "Hi Robbie," she greeted. "Quiet, you lousy guppy." Robbie raged. "Oh, you want me to be quiet?" Mrs. Vengeance asked. "Well, try being quiet with this." Robbie gasped at what Mrs. Vengeance had said. Then she sliced Robbie's head with a sword. He screamed in pain as he was being killed. "She killed Robbie," Ziggy yelled. It then showed Blaze and Adge from Blaze and the Monster Machines just having some fun. Just then, Mrs. Vengeance teleported into the next seat, scaring Adge off him. "Molly?" Blaze gasped. "What do you do?" Oh, before Blaze could ask a question, Mrs. Vengeance pressed the button to go super fast. "Too fast," Blaze yelled. "I'm gonna crash." Then Mrs. Vengeance teleported out of Blaze as he screamed in agony, beginning to crash. Adge was shocked that his friend died in a crash. "Blaze, no," he cried. "OMG," I gasped. So did Pencil. Poor Adge. Just then Mrs. Vengeance teleported in front of Adge before killing him. Why would you do this to my friend Blaze?" Adge shouted, crying. Mrs. Vengeance just chuckled sinisterly after he said that, which is similar to the Paw Patrol scene from Moose's Vengeance. "Because I thought as a writer you would wonder why I crashed your friend," Molly replied. Then Mrs. Vengeance chainsawed Adge as he screamed in pain. After that, she even killed the others and crashed the rest of the monster trucks to death. And with that, Axel City was in ruins, but the episode was not over yet. It then showed DJ Lance with the gabbers. "Did you hear that Molly got her show robbed?" DJ Lance asked. "I did," Fufu answered. "So did we." Muno, 2D and Brubby spoke. "I know we heard her, but don't worry we." Just then, the lights turned off, including the white background, which made the scene really dark. "Oh no," Brubby screamed. "The lights are off." "Plex?" Muno asked. "Do you think we can see better?" "Of course," Plex answered. "I can use the flashlight on my head so we can see better." Plex then turned on his flashlight to turn on. "Plex?" DJ Lance asked. "Can you beam down so we can find out where it is?" "Sure." Plex accepted. Plex then beamed DJ Lance straight down into Gabberland. "Thanks Plex." DJ Lance thanked Plex. "Now let's find out where the noise is coming from." Just then, they heard Mrs. Vengeance's demonic laughter in the background. "What was that?" 2D gasped. "It came from Munoland," Plex pointed out. "Come on, we have to find out what it is." The gang then sang "What is it?" from Find an Animals as they all. After they sang, Mrs. Vengeance teleported into the shot. "Hi Orange DJ and Music Creatures," Mrs. Vengeance greeted. "Whoa." DJ Lance gasped. "Molly, what happened to you?" The gabbers agreed and they all asked the same question. "You all are finished," Mrs. Vengeance told them. "What?" DJ Lance and the gabbers gasped. "So did I as well." Mrs. Vengeance then took out her weapons. "Goodbye friends," she told them. The gabbers and DJ Lance screamed in agony as they were being killed by Mrs. Vengeance. "Now for the backyard creatures," Molly spoke. It then cut to the backyard again's yard. Pablo, Tyrone, Uniqua, Tasha and Austin were playing tag with each other. But when Tyrone stopped, there's something he noticed. Uniqua, Austin, Pablo and Tasha gathered along. "Did you guys hear that Molly, who got her show robbed, is going to kill us?" Tyrone asked. "No, I haven't," Pablo answered. "Me neither," Uniqua agreed. "But whoever." Just then Mrs. Vengeance teleported into the shot. "Hi creatures," Mrs. Vengeance greeted. "Molly?" Austin asked to Mrs. Vengeance. confusingly. What have you done to the Nick Jr. shows? I'm just killing all of them because I wanted to get revenge on my show being cancelled, she answered. What? Tasha gasped. So now you're here to kill us? Pablo asked in horror. Yep, Molly replied. Now here's a goodbye backyard animals. Mrs. Vengeance then killed the backyardigans by using a katana. Pablo, Tyrone, Uniqua, Tasha and Austin screamed in agony as they was being killed by Mrs. Vengeance. That is not good. Not good at all, Pablo stated in horror. She killed us. Then it cut to the forest where Gary and Lou were playing with Sorry. Just then, Mrs. Vengeance teleported into the shot. Molly? Sorry asked. I teased Mrs. Vengeance to you, Molly berated. Gary got scared until Lou confronted her, but it was no use. Time to die, Molly shouted as she threw the flamethrower at Gary, Lou and Sorry as they screamed in anguish. Molly laughed evilly like nothing happened and set the forest on fire and every creature dies. It then cut to Lollaloopsy Land. Jill and her friends were playing along, but Jill thought she heard something coming from Mrs. Vengeance, but it was nothing. Just then she said something to Spot, Dot and Peanut. Did you hear that Molly who got her show robbed is on a killing spree? Jill asked. A killing spree? Peanut gasped. There's something you don't see every day. Just then, Mrs. Vengeance dropped by and sliced Peanut's head off with a katana as she screamed in agony. Don't use that line, ya fool, she said. Molly, Dot screamed. Is that you? Spot asked. You all are done for, Molly told Jill. Spot and Dot, prepare to be killed. Mrs. Vengeance then killed Jill, Spot, Dot and the rest of the Lollaloopsy characters with a chainsaw. They all screamed in pain as they were being chainsawed. It then showed Ryder and his pups in the lookout from Paw Patrol just getting ready for a big rescue mission. Okay, ready for action, Ryder sir, Chase reported. When Ryder turned on his screen, he notices something that was about to happen. Pups, did you hear that Molly had her show cancelled? Ryder asked. Molly? Marshall gasped. Who is if she? Zuma asked. Well, she's the leader of the Guppies until she got her show robbed back in August 1st. 2024, Rocky replied. After he finished his answer, a big message from Molly popped up. Ryder was surprised. Pups, Ryder said. We just got a message from Molly. Let's see it, Sky said. The message popped up, but it was actually revealed to be Mrs. Vengeance. Ryder and his pups were shocked. Hi young boy and puppies, Molly greeted sinisterly. Here I came to kill you. But when she got out her chainsaw to kill the pups, she found out there must be something other than the screen. She's not killing us, Rubble said. Just a moment, Molly said. Let me just get out of the screen and then I'll kill you. Then she teleported out of the screen. There she goes, Chase said. Here she comes, Marshall exclaimed. Then Mrs. Vengeance teleported in the lookout and killed the pups with a chainsaw. Marshall, Chase, Rubble, Rocky, Sky and Zuma screamed in pain as they were being chainsawed. Ryder was shocked that his pups were dead by Mrs. Vengeance. Pups? No, he cried. Oh my goodness, I gasped. Poor Ryder. Then Mrs. Vengeance walked to Ryder before killing him with a katana. Why would you do this to my pups? I mean, I thought we all were a team, Ryder shouted crying. Mrs. Vengeance just chuckled sinisterly like in the Blaze scene, which is similar to Moose's Vengeance. Because I thought as a rescuer you would find out why I killed your pups, Molly replied. Then she sliced Ryder's head off as he screamed in agony. It then cut to Pocoyo's world where Pocoyo was minding his own business along with Pato, Ellie and Lula. Just then Mrs. Vengeance teleported into the shot. Molly? Pocoyo asked. I teased Mrs. Vengeance to you, Molly berated. Ellie and Pato got scared until Lula confronted her, but it was no use. Time to die, Molly shouted and threw a flamethrower at Pocoyo and his friends as they screamed in anguish. Molly laughed evilly like nothing happened and set the whole world on fire and every other Pocoyo character dies. Pocoyo was shocked to see himself die. Nina was afraid. It then cut to Uma City from Team Umazumi where Millie, Geo and Bot were riding in a car. Okay, team, Bot spoke. We have to find out who is causing mayhem, right? Bot, Geo told Bot. Suddenly, Mrs. Vengeance appeared in front of them. Hi Team Umazumi, Mrs. Vengeance greeted sinisterly. Molly? Geo asked. Is that you? Bot questioned, confusingly. It is Mrs. Vengeance to you, Mrs. Vengeance berated. Well, what are you doing here? Geo asked. I am here to kill you, Mrs. Vengeance replied. No, Millie berated. That is not what you should do. Yeah, Geo agreed. You better stop or we will call the police on you. Never, Mrs. Vengeance screamed. I will never stop. I will do what I want for the rest of my life. Huh? Bot asked. Mrs. Vengeance then used a laser beam on Amekar. Amekar screamed in anguish as he was being beamed. Millie, Geo and Bot gasped at what happened to Amekar. Amekar, Geo and Millie gasped. No, Bot screamed. Mrs. Vengeance pulled out her weapons. Say goodbye Team Umazumi, she said to Millie, Geo and Bot. She then killed Team Umazumi with a shotgun, sword and katana. Millie, Geo and Both screamed in agony as they were being killed. It then cut to Dora from Dora the Explorer and her little monkey Boots stopping Swiper from swiping map and backpack. Swiper no swiping. Dora and Boots scolded. Swiper no swiping. Sorry, but you're too late. And before Swiper could finish, Mrs. Vengeance. Hello little girl. Monkey and Fox, she greeted sinisterly. Swiper became confused and saw Mrs. Vengeance as he. Huh? Swiper asked. Who are you? And what are you doing here? My name is Mrs. Vengeance. Mrs. Vengeance introduced herself. Mrs. Vengeance? Swiper gasped. There is no way that you are killing me. Are you? You're too late, Mrs. Vengeance said to Swiper as she took out a buzzsaw. You'll never stop me now. Oh man, Swiper said as he screamed in agony being killed. Yay, Dora and Boots cheered. We're saved. Map cheered. You liar, Mrs. Vengeance said to Map. I didn't come to save you guys. Well, what are you doing here? Dora asked. I'm here to get rid of you, Mrs. Vengeance replied. What? Dora and Backpack gasped. You can't do that, Boots told Mrs. Vengeance. Too late, Mrs. Vengeance said to Boots. Bye-bye strange explorers. I was confused and shocked. Who would call anyone strange explorers? Mrs. Vengeance then took down Dora Boots with a chainsaw. They both screamed in pain as they were being chainsawed. Then she took down Map Backpack with a sword. They also screamed in pain as they were being stabbed. It then cut to the Animal Rescue Center. Diego and Alicia were excited to see Molly. Just then Mrs. Vengeance teleported into the shot. Hola Molly. Diego greeted in Spanish. Molly. Alicia asked Mrs. Vengeance in confusion. What are you doing to the Nick Jr. shows? I'm killing them because I just wanted to get some revenge, Mrs. Vengeance answered. What? Alicia gasped. So, are you here to kill us? Diego asked in horror. Yes, Mrs. Vengeance replied as he took out a chainsaw. Now adios Animal Rescuer and adios to this one. Oh no, Diego and Alicia screamed. Diego and Alicia screamed in agony as they were being chainsawed. It then showed a montage of Mrs. Vengeance killing everyone like Piper Opossum, Feet Face, Foot and more. After that, what scared us more is first the teleportation of Mrs. Vengeance after it all was caught on fire. She spoke to the camera while the creepy music box version of the theme song played. Hi suckers, Mrs. Vengeance greeted. I have taken down all of the Nick Jr. shows. To anyone who has seen the episode, you'll be next. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm off to find the miraculous of Ladybug and Cat Noir. Say goodbye fools. Mrs. Vengeance then flew off laughing evilly. The ending theme began to play but something was off. Gil, Una, Bubble Puppy, Mr. Grouper, Dima, Gobi, Nonni and Zuoli's fate was seen while Molly was seen still in her vengeance form. How in God's name is that the end? Elijah questioned in fear and confusion. An episode like that would have a lunch joke segment, an outside story segment, a pop song, a dance song, a let's think about it sequence, opening gags, which were removed along with the dance song's field trips, a closing Molly Gill sketch. That was not a Bubble Guppies episode at all. The credits then played but something went off. The background was black, the little bubbles were red, the text was maroon and the music that played in the background was Bodicea by Enya. Then it showed the logos but they were off. The Wild Brain logo, 2019, came up but it was same from Blaze and the Monster Machines, Machine Murdering Spree. The Jam-Filled logo came up but when the star touched the can, it broke as we could hear screaming in the background. The Nelvana logo, 2016, came up but the background was red, probably similar to PBJ Otter. Bloody Midnight. The Nickelodeon logo came up but the splat was blood. The text was reversed and Mrs. Vengeance's shadow was seen. After the logos, it then took us back to the main menu. I then put the DVD back in its case and threw it in the bin just to not watch Bubble Guppies the same way again. But I'm warning you, if you see a DVD that has a lost episode in it, please don't watch it if you're scared. But if not, please watch at your own risk. The end.